Yo, what's up guys and welcome to Kingdom of Lust. Whoa, it's almost done. Where is it? It was here! I can't believe my parallel dimension machine is almost ready! I've been researching parallel worlds and traveled there for so many years that what's happening now seems like a dream. If my calculations are correct, already today I can move myself to one of the parallel dimensions. Can we go to the Dragon Ball world? Think about it! I'll be the first person in the world to make such a journey. There's literally one last step left. The little piece, the black thing with the wire sticking out, where are you? Just a minute ago was lying on the table. This thing over here? Need to find the missing part. Is this right? It is, so now I need to insert it into the machine. Haha, it works! The only problem is that I haven't yet fully figured out which dimension the machine will send me to. But that's nothing, because I'll be sent there along with the very capsule I programmed to travel back. So I'll be able to return at any time. Are you so sure about that? A short trip will come in handy. For experimental purposes, of course. I can't wait to wipe the noses of all those smart guys who didn't believe in me all these years. Calling me crazy. Why would you wipe their noses? Do they have something white on them? Jumping into the capsule, the inventor presses the interdimensional travel button. Let's go! The last thing you see is that the room in front of you is floating. Its outlines are becoming blurred, and the machine is humming more and more intensely. Where am I? The forest? But I don't remember any forest. The last thing I remember is the experiment in the room. Where's the capsule now, buddy? Did it really work? Haha! I knew I could do it. I was sure. I wonder how long I've been laying here. Where's the capsule? By all calculations, it should be around here somewhere. I think we're stuck in another dimension, dude. The capsule from the machine is not here. That's bad luck. How can I get back home? After all, I don't even know where I am and whether there are any intelligent creatures here at all. So, no panic. At least I'm alive and there's oxygen here, which is not bad. I must try to find some traces of civilization. I think I see a path. It looks like it's been trampled by humans. I wonder where it will take me. Whoa! I have no words. It feels like I'm in the Middle Ages. The guards at the gate silently looked at the unusual guest and let him inside. Whoa! Free bread! Sir, can I please have a croissant? And a catfish? Ah, he smiled at me. He likes me. Welcome to our market, traveler. A variety of goods, groceries, clothing, and more. Yes, thanks. Great, you speak the same language with him. It's already good. It seems that I won't be lost here. And more, I once saw what he was selling there. Show me what you have under your robe. You again? Get lost. Surely I want to buy something. I'm a buyer like everyone else. You only pester me with questions and never buy anything. But I have to learn about the product before I buy it. I'm sick of you. Get out. It sells various things for bad pleasures there. But it doesn't want to show it to everyone. But I know. This is not that kind of game, Ivan. Alright? Shut up! By the way, I'm giving you free advertising. I got it, thank you. I'll get you, Ivan! Oh, I'm leaving them. Wait, friends! Why is there a throne in the middle of nowhere? I've never seen you in our town. Which regions will you be from? How can I explain it to you? From far away in general. I won't tell him that I'm from another dimension. I always mark sure that we just didn't travel in time. That's what I thought. Your weird robe. You must be from overseas. Yes. Listen, what's your name? I'm Ivan. I've lived in this town for as long as I can remember. Very nice, and I'm Mark. That arrogant one at the market. He really sells all sorts of things for this, you know? For what? Well, for the girls. For happiness in bed. What an interesting town. I think I should be friends with this Ivan. He seems open and very friendly. I don't want to be friends with him. He has a crazy face. It's clear. It's strange that he reacted to you like that. I don't pay attention anymore. A lot of people in town think I'm a fool, but I'm just a curious and open-minded person. Where are you going, Mark? What should I tell him? I am just traveling. Oh, this is very interesting. You know what? You can stay with me. I don't live well, but I can find a free bed for you. Oh, really? Thank you so much. I was just about to stop in your town for a while. Can you tell me more about it? Of course. What are you interested in? That's a bunch of questions. Who runs the city? Oh, our city is ruled by the Honorable King Philip. His wisdom allows us to live in peace with all the creatures surrounding the kingdom and even Koshi himself and thrive. The whole city simply adores the king, as well as his heiress. I forgot the full name of this kingdom. Our small kingdom is called the Kingdom of Five Hills. Why? It's very simple. Because our kingdom, in addition to the town beyond the fortress walls, surrounded by ancient forests, deep rivers and lakes, also has 5 hills along its borders, from which there is an excellent view of the lands of our neighbors. What neighbors? First of all, this is the Dark Kingdom in the southeast, the snowy lands of the Northerners in the north, as well as the mysterious west, which I know little about, since they live far beyond the secret forest, and to be honest, I have never met anyone from there. Interesting. Anera, tell me more. Oh, it's a favorite of our kingdom, Princess Elena, the most beautiful creature I've ever seen. Creature? To be fair, she's not King Philip's only daughter, as you might think. She's the daughter of his dead third cousin. When Princess Lena was just a child, our entire family died on a hunting trip, leaving only her and her cousin Lisa, who is the same age as her. They were the only ones who didn't go into the hoods then. And since King Philip had no children of his own, the right of succession to the throne went to Princess Lena, although she's a distant relative of King Philip by blood. She is loved by our entire town, despite her somewhat arrogance. She's arrogant, huh? Tell me more about her. But at the end of the day, none of us are perfect, right? Does she go out into town often? Yeah, sometimes you can even find her at the market or walking with her cousin Lisa. By the way, she is also very cute. Who is this Scorsese? Don't you know? His fame spreads far beyond his influence. This is an immortal dark magician. You mean the dark magician? No one knows how old he is and how long he has lived in this world. Some say from the very beginning of time. His power is legendary. People say that no one can stand in his way and he always gets what he wants. How do you manage to live peacefully with a neighbor like that? I think the wise King Philip is very good at diplomacy, just as his father was good in his time. He had a good relationship with Corshi too. What kind of creatures surround the kingdom? The kingdom is surrounded by fields and forests, with many different animals, birds and fish that provide our kingdom with delicious and fresh food at any time of the year. In addition to them in the forest live also intelligent creatures, such as werewolves and minotaurs. They also talk about the Leshy, the guardian of the forest, but few people have seen him. Frankly, I do not believe in him myself. You know, I'll ask you more details another time. Let's take a walk to my house so you know where to come to sleep tonight. Okay, let's go. This guy is very nice. Your companion kicks the door open and invites you in. You don't need to kick the door to your house. Well, this is actually where my humble life takes place. I've been living here alone since my grandparents died. What happened to your parents? I can say that I don't have parents. They went on long journeys when I was still little. Since then, I haven't heard a word about them. They both went out to buy cigarettes and never came back. Grandfather took care of this house like the apple of his eye. Even during the reconstruction of the city, he did not allow it to be demolished, although the king offered to move us to a better house. I have a vegetable garden here and chickens in the barn. My own food, you know, always comes in handy. In general, you can stay here for now, feel at home, and you can tell about yourself whenever you want. I'll tell you where everything is around here. As you already understand, my mother's home is located right behind the city market, and the market is right after the city gates. If you walk a little further than my house, you will find yourself right in the city square. We were already there today. There, the herald usually announces important decrees, and the townspeople hold meetings. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about the surrounding lands. If you exit the city gates and walk to the right, you'll bump right into the secret forest. Why secret? Very simple, it is not only a big forest full of animals, mushrooms and berries, but also a very mysterious place full of secrets and mythical creatures. Mushroom pickers met werewolves there, half wolf, half people who could talk. Just like you and me. I also heard that witches live there. They rarely visit the town. It must be difficult to live in the forest. In the northern part of the forest lives its guardian, a harsh Leshy. I haven't seen him myself, but I heard at the market that he even has a hut there. If you go the other way after leaving the town, there behind a small forest are spacious meadows where local farmers graze their livestock. In addition to livestock, local minotaurs also like to walk there. They just casually walk there, you know? They are formidable, but quite peaceful, although to be honest, I'm a little afraid of them myself. If you go down across the mountains, then you will find yourself in the kingdom of Corshi, an immortal evil magician. I think I told you about him earlier. I really don't recommend going there, since there is a long-standing agreement between Corshi and our kingdom that residents of two neighboring kingdoms should not bother each other. To be honest, I have no desire to visit these unfriendly and dangerous lands, and I'm even very glad that the inhabitants of the Corshi's kingdom do not visit us. Well, I guess I'm boring you with my stories. I'll leave you alone. Mind your own business, explore the town. Where's the Minotaur ladies? It's been a busy day, just think. I traveled to another dimension, found some medieval town and met its inhabitants. Definitely worth a visit to the palace. I wonder what kind of king and heiress is in there. To the castle we go! Oh! Good afternoon! Cousin, look at the funny outfit this commoner has. I would laugh if you weren't so corny. Really? Stranger, what is your profession? Maybe you are a kitchen worker? The white robe is similar to the ones worn by the servants in our court kitchen. No, actually I'm a scientist. My name is Mark. I'm kind of a scientist myself. One of those considered ones that our venerable king has bred in his new court academy? Ha! King claims that there is light in the future in learning, and we believe that the future is definitely not sitting over books all day long. Are you sure about that, buddy? Frankly, our honorable Professor Bernard, who is in charge of our education, is just mad that we don't share his enthusiasm for book knowledge. Surely we must know Bernard is probably his apprentice, right? No, to be honest, this is my first time in your town. Ha! You are a wanderer from distant lands. Tell me where you came from. Damn, what could I tell them? I'm afraid that if I tell the truth, they might send me to prison or do something even worse, because I don't know how they will react. Well, in general, I am from distant lands. I came here to understand how you are doing here, with science and technology. I got it! Another ambassador from distant lands. Well, then you should talk to our king. And if you are interested in things with science, then talk to Professor Bernard. Apparently the professor is a man in a robe. This guy is Professor Bernard. Let's see. Good afternoon. I hope that you are distracting me on business, young man. I arrived in your town from distant lands, and for now, I'm just looking around. My name is Mark. By the way, you look like one of the professors at the academy where I studied. So you are from the world of science. You studied at the academy, you say? Imagine, I'm just the head of the local academy. What a coincidence. Academic education is a rarity. Nice to meet you. And yes, I am Professor Bernard, serving at the court of our honorable King Philip. I'm glad to meet you too. Apparently the scientists look similar, even in different kingdoms. Can I ask you what kind of science you do? Alchemy? Astronomy? This is quite difficult to explain. Let's just say that I'm interested in the study of time and space. Brilliant! I myself have always been interested in studying the land, agriculture, and help avoid famine in many provinces. Thanks to the favorable location of our kingdom and of course the wise policy of our king, we are not in danger of famine. But this is a fairly common occurrence in other lands. Let me guess, you probably came here to learn from our valuable experience, right? I heard that in other kingdoms, they are surprised at the fact that we managed to prosper, especially with such a neighbor. Have you heard about Corche? He seems to have misunderstood what I said about learning about space and time, but it's probably for the best. Yeah, sure. Who hasn't heard of Corche? Indeed. I will be happy to share our experience with you as part of a scientific exchange, as soon as I am free. The fact is that my mandate also includes the education of the heiress, and her cousin and I devote quite a bit of time to that. That, frankly, I could use in science. But okay, apparently this is my fate. It's not that I'm complaining about young girls. Maybe my approach seems old-fashioned to them. Don't tell them to make you a sandwich every day. That's not how you approach millennial girls. But sometimes I don't see the sparkle in their eyes regarding scientific work and knowledge acquisition in general, which frankly worries me quite a bit. As a scientist, of course. In general, I am very glad to meet you. I hope we will be able to communicate more thoroughly in the future. Yes, me too. It seems that this kingdom is not at all dangerous. Apparently, I was very lucky that I ended up here. Who are you talking to, Bernard? Your Majesty, I have the honor to present to you an ambassador from the scientific field who has come from faraway lands to your magnificent kingdom for the purpose of exchanging scientific experience. Not bad, Bernard. I love guests. What is your name, young man? Mark. I am King Philip. I think further introduction will be unnecessary. Well, Bernard, as I understand it, has already introduced himself to you. We are very glad to see guests at court. Honestly, few people decide to visit us. This is of course connected with our neighbor Corche. I think you know who he is. Yes, sure. I only found out about him today, but apparently he's some well-known character, since everyone is talking so much about him. Contact me or my assistant Bernard at any time. We will always help. I want a princess. Unless, of course, we are busy with the affairs of the kingdom. Is he busy now? Do I just go to sleep now? I don't think I'm ready to go visit an ancient evil immortal wizard or whatever he really is right now. I imagine the guy as an evil version of Merlin the wizard. Who lives in here? Me? Strange house in the forest. I'm not sure it will be safe to knock there. Oh, Scary Cat is afraid to go there? Mark got enough sleep. It seems like today is Saturday. Nice day to visit the market. Where is the merchant with those wonderful strawberries we saw last week, Lisa? I don't know, Lena. Maybe we woke up too late and he already managed to sell everything and leave. But I told him that I would come here in exactly a week. What amazing irresponsibility. He should have waited for us. Yes, but what if he no longer has any goods left? He should have kept for the royal family members. Amazing ignorance. Of course I love our people. After all, I am the crown princess, but sometimes these commoners just drive me crazy. I have to give this girl a proper education. Good morning. Your Highness? I hope I addressed her correctly. What an ignorant commoner! Everyone knows that the proper address for a person of the royal family is Your Majesty, not Your Highness. Really? How did I not guess? I communicate with royalty every day. I apologize, Your Majesty. You're forgiven, commoner. Lena, isn't that foreign scientist from a faraway kingdom? I forget his name? Mark. Yeah, that's right. A very unusual name for our area. Did you hear that? Indeed, in the distance some strange cry or roar seemed to be heard. Oh no, look! What? Oh no! An aura of horror enveloped everyone. What's happening? I can't seem to open my mouth. The sky became leaden grey. Life, along with all its colors, seemed to have left the surrounding space. Other people froze, unable to move. The crowd's eyes turned upward to the sound. In a grey sky, a dragon dived towards the town square. A dragon? Is the dragon a furry? The dragon is flying straight towards us. Horror as reflected on the faces of the townspeople, but no one made a sound. In the deathly silence, only the flapping of his wings could be heard. It seemed like time had stopped. And then darkness. It's like Shenlong. When he's summoned, everything goes dark. What happened? It seems like I'm alive and that's good news. He stole the princess! Ooh, dragon! And flew towards the kingdom of Korshay. It's horrible, why didn't anyone react to this? I think there was some kind of magic involved. The thing is, my grandfather used to study magic and he used to tell me about auras. An aura is magic cast on many people or animals at once. I think there was some sort of aura cast over our area. Only a very powerful mage can control the power of spells of that level. Lisa, where did you say the dragon and the princess were headed? Towards Korshay's tower. I think it's obvious what happened here. In this situation, the main thing is not to despair. I'll try to come up with something. If you come up with an idea, quickly tell the king. I'll go tell him the sad news and I'll be there too. Ivan! Yes? I just returned from my morning walk. We arrived at almost the same time. How did you sleep? Ivan, it seems something terrible has happened in their kingdom. I just saw a dragon steal Princess Lena. Dragon? As in ancient legends? Wait, what did you do? You've got to be kidding me! Not at all. At first we felt a strange sensation. It's hard to describe, as if everything had gone dark and time had stopped. And then a dragon has appeared in the sky. But why didn't anyone do anything? Ivan, tell me, what would you have done against a dragon? I'm telling you, we couldn't move. The merchant said it was some kind of spell. Nobody even said a word. And who was there? Besides the princess, that was me, merchants, were morning visitors to the market. Another red-haired girl, princess' cousin? Yes, Lisa, what did you say? Said that we'd have to think of something to save the princess, and that she would go and tell the king. Fine, let's go to the castle. I think something important is happening there and we can be so useful. After all, you are a valuable witness. Really. By the way, Mark, look what I found. Wow, what is this? Why did you get this mirror? Mirror on the wall, on my hand. Show me the princess so I can ejaculate. Wow, it's a princess. Whoa, but it used to look like a regular mirror. Look, she's tied up. And in the background, there is a dragon. Wait, how does this even work? How is this possible? This is an ordinary mirror. Quiet! Do you hear? The mirror made quiet, hissing sounds, which began to form words in the man's head. It was clearly some kind of ancient language, but the meaning of the words was clear. I've got her. Tell the king that the kingdom will belong to me. I've taken the princess, and this is only the first step towards dominating the kingdom. So whoever sees my message, tell the king that it's useless to resist. I need his blessing kindly, or I will have to get it by force. Let him choose. Did you understand what he said? Oddly enough, yes. Are we to the palace? To save the princess! And here he is! He saw everything, just like me! Really? So where is Princess Lena? The dragon! She was carried off by the dragon! Really? Is this really true? So that's how it is. It is logical to assume that he flew towards the kingdom of this magician, Korshay. Yes, of course. Where else could he fly? Korshay has not only dragons under his command, but also other dangerous creatures. What a fool I was! Advisors told me and my father that with such a neighbor, we should take extra precautions. Your Majesty, my friend Ivan, I found this mirror today in the area of the square. Now it looks like an ordinary mirror, but while we were walking here, we saw an image of a princess on it. What? On a mirror? Yes, and a hissing strange voice that told us that resistance was useless and that he needed a blessing. Hissing voice! This is undoubtedly Korshay. Why is his name always spelled differently? What the hell, game? I remember his voice. I saw him once when I was a child and he was visiting my father. What happened to Lena? What did she look like? She was tied up, gagged in her underwear, and next to her was a huge dragon. It's horrible! A monstrous event! What blessing were you talking about? What does he need? Oh, it's very simple. In order to become the rightful ruler of the Kingdom of Five Hills, you need to become the crown prince. He wants to marry the princess? The only way to do this is to marry the princess. In this case, Lina. To do this, he needs the king's blessing. Moreover, even if someone tries to take possession of the princess without a blessing, he will immediately be affected by ancient spells. Even Koshei cannot resist them. That's why he needs the king's blessing so much. And formal legitimacy, of course. Fair enough. But of course, he won't see my blessing like his own ears. I swear an oath to these people and do not intend to betray them. To transfer the kingdom to Koshei means dooming the population to death. In any case, give your find, this mirror, to Bernard. Maybe it will somehow help us save Lina. Okay? Take the mirror. Professor, the king asked me to give you this mirror for study. Yes, I heard your dialogue. Where did you say you found it? In the morning, I took my usual walk around the still sleeping town, and towards the end of my walk, I saw something shiny on the ground. It shined this mirror. It looked good, so I decided to take it for myself. And as soon as he showed it to me, we heard a strange hissing sound, which we understood strangely enough. Yeah, the voice said he took the princess and now he needs a blessing. I wouldn't be surprised if they thought Mark was kind of suspicious in this case, you know what I mean? A new guy and suddenly the princess is kidnapped by the neighbor. Yeah, I've heard that part before. No doubt the artifact is enchanted. It'll take me a while to explore it. Thank you on behalf of the Royal Academy of Sciences for this invaluable help. Friends, but that's not all. I think we're still gonna need your help. Since you witnessed the kidnapping and also found this artifact, the mirror, I think you should go to the market and ask around for other witnesses. The guy that was selling stuff, right? By doing this, you will provide us with invaluable help. Alright, I hope we find something. Let's split up! I'll go and ask around clockwise, and you'll go counterclockwise. Good idea. It actually is. Turning in the opposite direction from Ivan, Mark immediately noticed a girl of unusual appearance. On a sunny day, she was wearing a dark brown cloak with a hood, and her eyes did not look like human eyes. Is this a dragon? Good day! My name is Mark. I would like to ask you a couple of questions. Well, hello. Let me guess. Questions about capturing the princess? But how? Very simple. If you live in a world as long as I live, then you can guess the patterns of people's behavior. My name is Vilma. What's your questions? The king asked us to find out from other witnesses what they saw. It wasn't hard to guess. I wasn't here when the dragon arrived, but I found a dark energy and decided to visit the city. I usually rarely go there. Did you feel dark energy? How's that? The fact is, city dweller, I am a witch. The locals are afraid of me. They believe that I can cast an evil spell on them. And I came here for a reason. I felt that people would be looking for answers. And so I met you. What do you mean by this? Not here. Come alone to the secret forest at midnight. I will tell you everything I know and guess. Secret forest? At night? You've got to be kidding me. I was told it was dangerous there. Nothing will happen to you. I will wait for you there. How will I find you there? Just walk into the forest. Next, I am myself. I can feel what is happening in this forest. Feel the energy of those who enter and leave it. Should I trust her though? Okay. Now I gotta go. Oh, there you are. Have you seen a girl in a cloak with a hood? What? Just turned here, right around this corner. No, I haven't seen anyone like that. How are you doing? I talked to the chicken seller. Can you imagine he said that the aura also affected the birds? Can you believe it? The chicken stopped clucking. He says it's the first time something like this has ever happened in his life. What did you find out? Right after a stranger arrived to this town. Where did she go? I met a strange girl. She had red eyes and looked unusual. Hood, leather cloak. Said she's a witch or something like that. Yeah, witch. They sometimes come to our town for provisions, but usually live at a distance. People don't like them very much, but I'm neutral to them. Personally, they didn't do anything bad to me. She said she might have something to say about the kidnapping. Said I had to show up at night in the secret woods. Interesting. If you want, I can keep you company. I'll go alone. Okay, as you wish. But be careful. If you are not back by morning, I will gather a search party. Fine. Thank you. I hope it shed some light on what happened here. I have to go there at midnight. How do I skip hours? It's nighttime now. So, yeah, I am in the forest. What's next? Should I go deeper? Oh, I don't know, ask her. No, you shouldn't. I am waiting for you here. Wow! Scared me! Do you think I'm so scary? No, of course not. On the contrary, I found you quite attractive. Glad to hear it, commoner. I mean, Mark. Well, what did you want to tell? I have been living in this world for quite a long time, and I heard many legends, one of which was told to me by my great-grandmother, the founder of the Order of the Witches of the Five Hills. She told me to me several times since childhood to make sure that I would not forget it and give it due importance. After all, according to her, I am its keeper. Okay, continue. Listen carefully. Legend says that in dark times, when the prosperity of the kingdom is threatened, when darkness falls on the city in broad daylight, and horror penetrates the souls of the townspeople, at this very moment, a heroine should appear. A modest, innocent girl who will appear from where no one expected and give love to all the creatures of the kingdom. By combining their love within their self, the heroine will gain a powerful force capable of overcoming all dark forces and defeat evil. After gaining her powers, the heroine will become the new ruler of the kingdom, and the love of her subjects within her and her victory over evil will make her truly legendary. Interesting, but I don't really understand how one girl can unite the love of many. Are you sure we're playing the same game as Mark? It's quite difficult to explain it in words. Let me explain this to you in another language. Interesting stand. Surely in this dimension they have developed perfumery. Mark didn't realize how he ended up on the grass. I stay a lot of time indoors, but that doesn't mean I have to touch grass like this. I don't feel comfortable right now. What a handsome! Vilma? What? Sometimes I like to refresh myself with the vital energy of handsome guys like you. Don't be afraid, you like it. I'm just a scientist, girl. I guess now I'm helping you as well. Mark, you shouldn't do this with the witch. Go on, continue. She didn't finish to tell her story. I don't get it anymore. Tell me more about it, please, Vilma. Are you finished? Do you have all of your energy now? Yes, I mean, super. Continue? I don't think she can talk right now. Mark, come on. Did you really come to another dimension to do this with the witch? This is that kind of game. How's that? Unbelievable. I told you you'd like it. Did you get it? It seems, yes. Was she telling the rest of the story like that? Well, great. Thank you for coming. Yes, and to you as well. Can I tell anyone about the legend? Yes, but choose only reliable people. Be careful. Good. Yeah. Just like on the market back then. How does she do it? A woman can just do this and disappear, but if a guy does this and then just disappears, he's a bad guy. Do you know what I mean? But guys, this was Kingdom of Lust. If you want me to continue this looks like a fun game. Tell me in the comments. Also subscribe, say good, no, awesome.